The smile in the mirror. I noticed it for the first time on a Tuesday night. Not a scream, not a shadow, just a smile. I was brushing my teeth, half asleep, staring into the bathroom mirror like I always did. My reflection looked normal, same tired eyes, same pale face. Then, as I leaned closer to rinse my mouth, I saw it. My reflection was smiling. I wasn't. At first, I laughed it off. Maybe my face had twitched. Maybe I imagined it. Mirrors play tricks when you're tired, right? I wiped the glass with my sleeve and stared again. The smile was gone. My reflection copied me perfectly. Relief washed over me, but it didn't last. That night, I woke up around 3:17 a.m. The room felt colder than usual, the kind of cold that seeps into your bones. I didn't know why I woke up, only that something felt wrong. My eyes drifted toward the dresser across my bed. There was a mirror on it. In the darkness, I could still see my reflection. My eyes were closed in the bed. But the reflection's eyes were open. Wide. Watching me. My heart began to race. I squeezed my eyes shut, counting in my head, afraid that if I looked again, it would still be there. After what felt like hours, I forced myself to look. The reflection was normal, but its lips were stretched into a slow, unnatural smile. I couldn't sleep after that. Over the next few days, it kept happening. Every mirror in the house, bathroom, hallway, even my phone screen when it was black, showed something slightly off. Sometimes the reflection blinked when I didn't. Sometimes its head tilted just a little too late. And sometimes, it smiled. The smile was wrong. Too wide. Too patient. Like it was waiting. I covered all the mirrors in the house with cloth and sheets. For a while, the feeling of being watched faded. I told myself it was stress, lack of sleep, my mind playing games. Then I went to wash my hands. The water reflected my face. And it smiled back. That night, I heard whispering coming from the bathroom. Soft. Wet. Like someone speaking through a mouthful of water. I stood outside the door, my hand shaking on the handle. The light inside was on. I didn't turn it on. I pushed the door open. The mirror was uncovered. The cloth lay on the floor, neatly folded. And my reflection was standing closer to the glass than I was. It pressed its palms against the inside of the mirror, its smile stretching wider, cracking the skin at the corners of its mouth. Its eyes were dark, empty, hungry. "You finally noticed," it whispered. I stepped back, my breath caught in my throat. "What are you?" The reflection tilted its head. "I'm the part of you that watches." The mirror began to ripple, like water disturbed by a stone. The reflection pushed forward, its face bulging against the glass from the inside. I ran. I locked myself in my bedroom, heart pounding, ears ringing. The house was silent again, too silent. Slowly, I turned toward the mirror on my dresser. The cloth was still there. But beneath it, something moved. A hand pressed up from underneath the fabric. Then another. The cloth slid off. And I was standing in the mirror. On the other side. I banged on the glass, screaming, watching as the thing wearing my face stepped back into my room. It looked at the mirror, at me, and smiled softly. "Don't worry," it said. "I'll take good care of your life." The lights went out. Now I live behind the glass. Watching. Smiling. Waiting for the next time you look into a mirror. And notice the smile that isn't yours. Time does not move behind the mirror. I learned that first. There is no sun, no night, no sound except the faint echo of the world on the other side. Every movement outside reaches me late, like a memory replaying itself. I see my room exactly as it was the moment I was trapped, same cracks in the wall. Same chair slightly tilted, same mirror frame holding me prisoner. The glass is cold. It burns if I touch it too long. I watch myself live my life. The thing wearing my face moves perfectly at first. It breathes like me, walks like me, laughs at the same jokes. But sometimes, when it thinks no one is watching, its smile slips. Its mouth stretches too far. Its eyes linger on reflective surfaces, windows, spoons, phone screens. It is checking on me. I try to scream. No sound comes out. I pound the glass until my hands feel numb, until dark cracks spread through my reflection's skin. But the mirror heals itself. Always. One night, it brings someone home. A friend. I watch helplessly as they sit on my bed, talking, laughing. My reflection listens carefully, nodding, smiling at the right moments. But when my friend looks away, the thing's smile grows wider. Hungrier. My friend stands up and accidentally catches their reflection in the mirror. They freeze. I press my face against the glass, begging them to look closer, to notice the fear in my eyes. For a moment, our gazes meet through the mirror. They open their mouth to speak. The thing turns sharply and places a hand on their shoulder. You look tired, it says gently. You should go home. My friend leaves. The thing locks the door. That night, it stands in front of the mirror for hours, staring at me. Studying me. You're getting weaker, it says softly. I can feel it. I feel it too. My reflection is fading. My hands look thinner. My face looks pale, like an old photograph losing color. Every time the thing smiles in the real world, something drains out of me. I realize the truth then. It feeds on reflections, on attention, on being seen. That's why it smiles. Days, or maybe years, pass. I lose track. I start copying its movements, hoping maybe mimicry will weaken it the way it weakened me. When it blinks, I blink. When it smiles, I force my face into the same shape. It laughs. You think that's how this works. One evening, the power goes out. The room goes dark except for candlelight. The flickering flame reflects in the mirror, distorting everything. For the first time, the glass feels thin. Unstable. The thing steps closer, placing its palm against the mirror. I do the same. Our hands align perfectly, separated by nothing but trembling glass. You don't belong here, I whisper, though I'm not sure it can hear me. It leans in, its breath fogging the mirror from the outside. Neither do you, it replies. The mirror begins to crack. Hairline fractures spread like veins. The thing's smile vanishes, replaced by something like concern. For the first time since this began, it looks afraid. I press harder. The mirror shatters. Light explodes around me. Pain floods my body. I fall forward. Into my room. I gasp, sucking in air like I've been drowning. My hands are real. My body is solid. The mirror behind me lies in pieces on the floor. I did it. I escaped. Then I notice something. The room is wrong. The furniture is slightly rearranged. The clock shows a time I don't recognize. My phone buzzes with messages asking where I've been for weeks. I stumble to the bathroom and look into the mirror above the sink. My reflection stares back. It smiles. Slowly. Not because it wants to. But because I do. And somewhere, trapped behind broken glass, something is screaming. At first, I tried to pretend everything was normal. I smiled when people spoke to me. I answered messages. I went outside. I lived. But every reflection followed me like a shadow that knew my thoughts before I did. Windows, polished floors, car doors, every surface held my face just a fraction longer than it should. And the smile never left. I wasn't smiling because I was happy. I was smiling because something inside me refused to stop. At night, I practiced in front of mirrors, trying to control it. I pulled my lips down with my fingers until my jaw ached. The moment I let go, the smile returned, slow, deliberate, like it was being pulled by invisible hands. That's when I started hearing it. A faint tapping. Not on the walls. Not on the doors. On the inside of mirrors. I avoided reflections as much as I could. I covered mirrors again, turned my phone face down, kept lights low. But the reflections didn't need glass anymore. I saw myself in dark corners, in shadows, in the blank stare of turned-off screens. And every version of me was smiling. One night, I woke up standing in the bathroom. I don't remember walking there. The mirror was uncovered. My reflection stood perfectly still, staring back at me. Its smile was gone. Its face looked tired, afraid. It raised its hand. I raised mine. It shook its head slowly. Then it mouthed words I felt more than heard. It learned how to live as you. A memory surfaced, something it had said before. I'm the part of you that watches. I realized the truth too late. The mirror didn't replace me. It copied me. And now it was done learning. Cracks began spreading across the mirror again, but this time from my side. The glass warped, pulling inward. I tried to step back, but my reflection stepped forward. Through the mirror. Its hand grabbed my wrist. The touch was freezing, like grabbing winter itself. I screamed as the room stretched and folded, glass slicing through my vision. We switched. Again. I woke up in the dark. Behind the mirror. The thing wearing my face exhaled slowly on the other side, testing its jaw, its eyes, its smile. "Thank you," it whispered. "You showed me how." I bang on the glass, but I already know it's useless. I've seen this part before. The world outside moves normally. People pass. Life continues. The thing leaves the room. Days later, someone stands in front of the mirror. You lean closer, studying your reflection, maybe tired, maybe curious. I press my face against the glass, trying to warn you. My mouth moves, but all you see is your own reflection. Smiling. A little too wide. And now you understand. Mirrors don't show you who you are. They show you who is waiting.